Hello everyone, my name is Bacon Donut and welcome to a brand new series here on my YouTube channel. This is something that's been much requested and I'm very excited to start into it. We are going to together learn how to make our very own mod pack, and it's not going to be directly a tutorial series. What I'm going to be doing is actually making a brand new mod pack that I intend to distribute publicly, and I'm going to turn the whole creation process of it into a video series, and with, you know, we'll teaching along the way the steps that I do. And the mod pack is going to be called Fun Factory. This is one that I've started working on my stream a little bit and ran into some bugs and stuff and kind of got sidetracked, and so everyone's been asking me, where's Fun Factory, where's Fun Factory? And so finally we're going to get back to it, and we're going to turn the whole thing into this series, so I hope you enjoy. And yeah, and if you don't know, if you're not familiar with my work, if you want to see a mod pack that I have created, I'm the maker of Sky Factory, so you can go to atlauncher.com and download that launcher, get Sky Factory through there, and I've got a whole tutorial series on how to play that mod pack. So the first thing you need if you're going to make your own mod pack is a development environment, a way to try things out and test and try to grab a hold of errors that happen and troubleshoot them, all that sort of stuff. So what I have here on my screen is a tool called MultiMC. It's this thing is just priceless for mod pack makers. I've been using it for forever. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the website for it. Here we go, MultiMC. It's multimc.org, and here's the page right here. As you can see, it's free software. It's available for multiple platforms, Windows, Mac, and Linux. And essentially what MultiMC lets you do is it lets you have different copies of Minecraft with completely different setup, and lets you make changes to them without affecting the others, if that makes any sense. So if you can see here, I've got a few of these set up. Each one of these is a completely different copy of Minecraft, and each one has different mods installed and different settings and whatever. And you can have one just for vanilla, or perhaps you play on a server that's an older version of Minecraft, right? Well, you could have one instance for your 1.6.4 server and have that here, and you also play on a 1.8 server. You could have that here, as many different ones as you want. And this is especially important when dealing with mods, because if you install a mod, it might mess everything up and corrupt things and crash, and you don't want that to affect your normal gameplay. So you can just make a copy of it and go play around with it and not have to worry about losing your old games and that sort of stuff. So let's walk through this. Make sure to set up an account right here. This is basically just plugging in your Minecraft username and password so it can connect and download the game. In order to do any of this, you have to own a legitimate copy of Minecraft. Sorry folks, you just have to buy the game. Don't go around looking for hacks or whatever. Just buy the game. Everything will be much easier, and it's well worth the price. It's a fantastic game. So all right, let's show you how to make a new one here. I'm gonna there's more than one way to do it. There's buttons and stuff, but I'm just gonna right click, and it says create instance, and this is going to make a brand new copy of Minecraft for our machine, and we're going to call this Fun Factory right there. And you can see it defaults here. It's telling you the Minecraft version, and it's defaulting to 1.8. Now, modded Minecraft, at the time of me making this video, modded Minecraft has not caught up to 1.8 yet. If you want to make a full-featured mod pack, you have to use an older version of Minecraft, because the modded stuff, the software that is allowing the mods to be loaded up into the game, hasn't been caught up to 1.8 yet. So we're going to hit this button right here to change the version. And this is fantastic. Look at all these versions. You can go back, like, this is alpha. You want to go back and play the very first version ever released of Minecraft? It's right there. And including all the snapshots are all in here as well. So the latest version of modded Minecraft that we can play right now, it's, you know, October 2014, is Minecraft 1.7.10. So we're gonna choose the regular release of 1.7.10. Boom. So there we go. We have a new instance of Fun Factory. It's right here. It's sorted alphabetically. And so the next step, now I could go ahead and double click on that and it would load it up. Actually, why not? Let's do it. I'm going to just double click. We get this nice little console log and boom, look at that. I dare say that loaded up even faster than the vanilla game launcher does. That's pretty darn fast. And the music's already started. Oh, geez. No. Quit it. We don't need that. All right. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and quit. And that's just vanilla 1.7.10, and I could go into the game and play. Step 2 of setting up your environment. We're going to right click on here, and there's this button here. You're gonna get used to this. Edit mods. Boom. And so you can see there are 2 things in the list already. Minecraft and LWJGL, which you don't really need to know anything about. Just know that that is a Minecraft file. That's one of the things that Minecraft itself uses to make the game work. So those 2 are always going to be there. And what we have to install next is software, the base foundation software that is going to allow all the other mods to work. It's called a loader. You need a mod loader, and there are 2 different ones that are supported by MultiMC, Forge and Light Loader. I'm going to use Forge. To me, Forge is where it's at. You know, if there's that's nothing against Light Loader, but Forge is what I work with. And most of the mods that I like and play with are all Forge. So you click on that, install Forge, and you're going to get a list here similar to the Minecraft versions. There's a list here of all the versions of Forge that are available. And in most cases, the one right at the top, which is the most recent stable version, most of the time that's going to be what you need. It could be if you're using a specific mod. Sometimes a mod won't work. You know, sometimes a mod has to have a very specific version of Forge in order to work. That's, you know, not often the case. And, you know, we'll run into that sort of thing when we start troubleshooting and adding more mods in. But there we go. We've got Minecraft, LWJGL, and Forge. And we're going to hit close, and then we're going to run this again. And so we've already got the game downloaded and installed. This is going to download and install all of the required files for Forge. And boom, there it is. Man, it loads quick when there's no mods. So underneath my head here, let me go ahead and turn off my webcam so you can see behind my face there. It says, and down in the bottom left corner, Minecraft 1.7.10, MCP version 9.05, FML version 7, and a bunch of numbers, Minecraft Forge, and 3 mods loaded, 3 mods active. So most of that stuff, you don't need to worry about the specifics of what all of that means. The basic point is that this is all working. The fact that the game ran and that stuff is down there when it wasn't before, that means it's all working. And that's the first step. Now we're going to click on mods here. This list here is a list of all of the mods that you have installed. And these 3, MCP, Minecraft Coder Pack, Forge Mod Loader, and Minecraft Forge, those are just the default. Because of installing Forge, you get those 3 mods. Those are the things that make Forge work. Those 3 things together. And as we install mods into our new mod pack, this list will get bigger and we can scroll through it and see all the mods. There we go. Now, a very important thing about using MultiMC, it's very easy to run out of system resources if you are not careful. Modded Minecraft takes a lot of RAM. It takes a lot of CPU power, and it takes a lot of RAM. And we're gonna make sure that we tweak our Java settings to make sure that we can handle modded Minecraft. So I'm gonna click on this button right here, which is change settings, and this is gonna pull up the settings page, and basically what we're doing is determining the defaults for any time we make a new MultiMC instance. It's going to use these Java settings by default. The Java path here you shouldn't have to change. It should just detect that automatically. And right here you need to look at this minimum memory allocation and maximum memory allocation. This defaults to much smaller numbers. I've got the minimum set to 2 gig and the maximum set to 4 gig, and the permagen I have set to 256. That's what I recommend. Regardless of how, if you've got an Uber machine with 2000 gigs of RAM or something, doesn't matter. Java can't deal with that. At least Minecraft in Java can't deal with that much memory anyway. I recommend setting it for 4 gigabytes of RAM. And don't forget the permagen. Honestly, I'm not a Java developer. I don't really know what permagen is. All I know is you have to set it bigger than the default. For modded Minecraft, you want 256. If you leave it small, then once you start adding mods and try to run the game, it's going to crash. And another important note is that you have to have 64-bit Java in order to allocate this much RAM to your game. If you have 32-bit Java, then it's not going to let you allocate this much, and you're going to have a really hard time making your own mod pack. You really need to have a 64-bit computer that's, you know, a newer one. It's older ones that are 32-bit, and you need to have 64-bit Java. If you're sure that you have a 64-bit computer, but you don't have the right version of Java, then you're going to need to uninstall the Java that you have, download the 64-bit version, and install that. That's not something that I can help you with, so you're on your own there. Google it. But just so you know, you have to have the 64-bit version of Java. For a lot of people, especially if you have a newer computer, you shouldn't have to do anything. It should just work. But there we go. Minimum of 2, maximum of 4, 256 permagen. I'm going to click close, and now anytime you make a new instance, it should default to that. But I'm going to go ahead and check the settings of this instance to make sure that it matches too. So we're going to go right click here and go instance settings, and settings, Java, and yeah, you can see right here, minimum, maximum, memory allocation, and permagen. And if those numbers aren't what you want them to be, that means the default isn't set right. You can just click on memory and change it right there, and you should be fine. And that should be all that you have to do. If you get all that done, then you've got a working Minecraft, modded Minecraft instance, and you're ready to install mods. So we're going to do a whole separate episode of this series about how to find mods, how to download them, and how to install them. But for this video, I want to go ahead and show you how to install your very first mod. So let's right click on this. There's more than one way to do this as well, but I'll show you the way that I prefer. Right click on the instance and click on instance folder. What this is going to do, it's going to open up the actual folder on your hard drive where this version of Minecraft is installed. You can see here that I've got a folder on my F drive that's just for MultiMC. There's an instances folder, and then each one of these has its own folder inside there. And this is the one for Fun Factory because that's what I named that. So there's the Minecraft folder right there. You click on that, and this is the Minecraft folder for this copy of Minecraft. And most of this should look familiar, like the resource packs and the save folder, if you've ever looked around in your Minecraft folder before. But the folder, there's 2 folders in here that we are going to be working with a lot as we make this mod pack. And that is the mods folder and the config folder. The mods folder is where you put the mods that you download. And you can see it's empty right now because we haven't added any additional mods, right? This is where you put them after you download them. And then the config folder, because remember, we've installed Forge earlier. Forge lives in its own directory. That's why it's not in the mods folder. But there is a config file for Forge. And for Forge and almost all the mods that you're going to install, they have settings that you, the pack maker, can change. And if you play modded Minecraft already, I highly recommend trying out just looking through the config files and seeing what things you might change. You might be able to make some fun things different about your modded experience just by playing with the config files. Don't be afraid to mess around with it, but just be sure that you make backup copies of things before you go playing with it. And again, that's why MultiMC is so great. Let's say that this is a working mod pack that you are having fun with. You don't want to mess it up. You can just right click on it and go copy instance. Boom. Call that copy. There we go. So now we have Fun Factory copy, and then I can go into that instance folder, Minecraft config, and then just start editing the file. And that way, if I mess it up and it goes haywire, I haven't destroyed my initial instance, right? All right. So anyway, here, let's delete that so we don't have things cluttered up. All right. So this is the Minecraft directory for the Fun Factory instance that we made. This is the mods folder, and just to get the ball rolling, I have gone ahead and downloaded a mod for us to use, and that is a mini-map. A mini-map was the first mod that I ever used. The first mod that I ever used for Minecraft was a mini-map. It's a great place to start. So this is the mod file for a mini-map that I have gone out and downloaded. And again, we'll have a whole episode about how to find mods, how to get them. But I just wanted to show you the process here and get started. So we've copied that into the mods folder, and that's it. Now we just run the game. So there's the log. We're gonna, this console window, we're gonna learn more about that too. Here's the game here. This thing is very important for mod makers because it can show you problems that happen. If the game crashes, then you can look in this console to see the errors and try to figure out why and how to fix it. So now you can see underneath my head over here, it now says 4. It said 3 before. Now it says 4 mods loaded. If you clicked on mods here, journey map right there, right above here. That one's installed. If something went wrong, if you did something wrong, then the game would either crash or it would say 3 instead of 4, and it wouldn't show up in this list. So let's make a world and try out the mod. First test world. We'll just leave it on survival. Boom. Here we go. Loading up the game. Come on. There we go. Nice. And it's all default settings right now, so the darkness is down and view bobbing is on and all that stuff that I hate. But if we get the achievement to get rid of that thing, you see at the far right hand corner, there's a mini map up there, and the J button opens up the big view, and I can zoom in here. I can use these buttons to zoom in and zoom out, and so you can see we are right here. This little blue thing, it shows us not only where we are but what direction we're pointing, and this is all the animals that are nearby. And there's other great features of this too. We can make waypoints, like boom, new, we'll just call this spawn, save, close, hit escape, boom, and see this beacon-like thing? That is the waypoint. So now, as we go play the game and travel, we can still see that off in the distance. And that is what makes mini map's so awesome. And especially Journey Map, one of the things I like about it is that it remembers where you've been. So even after we've traveled a long way, the map is going to remember everywhere that you've been and kind of light it up as you walk, so that you can go find all those cool things that you explored earlier. And yeah, and that's it. So it's just as simple as that. We have created our development environment. We've downloaded and installed both Minecraft Forge and our first mod, which in this case was Journey Map. I hope this was helpful. So stay tuned for the rest of the series, because we're gonna cover things like how to find mods that you want to use, how to troubleshoot the problems, and how to publish your pack onto a public launcher if that's what you want to do as well. Hit the like button if this was useful at all and you like this. Be sure to follow me over on Twitch, twitch.tv/BaconDonutTV. I broadcast Minecraft live almost daily. I'm active over on the Twitters at BaconDonutTV, and of course subscribe to my channel here, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys. Bye.